wanted to do a daily challenge. Maybe before we go, quick unofficial GeoGuessr round. Why not? Let's get us take us to some GeoGuessr. Open up a daily challenge here. 15 people. Try and get a bit of music as well in the background. Dream LA here. Go, let's wander around. Beautiful, these clouds are fantastic. Blue sky. What's going on with these road markings? Brazil 158. Brazil. Yeah, it is Brazil, but it's also Brasilia have its own little maybe not. This is Brazil. Sun is amazing as well. Love the contrast just right here. A 158 road. Might be around here. Possible. Go down a bit further south. Be down here. Korea. You need to know your Brazilian roads to really. And back quickly. Puente Bancue. Like it's surrounded eventually by land everywhere. There's not gaps. Seems a bit choppy for a lake. Line. The kind of layout of the square, of the church, a bit Peru-ish or Bolivian, I think. Oh no. Go to. I think Mexico. But which part of Mexico? It's a great big lake. It's probably too big a lake, but it does have a bridge going across it. Oh, it's much smaller bit down here next to here, but it did kind of have the ocean. Current coming in for me. Well, we've had the country correct, but there's been not many points at all. We get on any closer to 9? 12? It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a Grand Theft Auto 5 location. Across the river and then the hill up here. I would go Northern California. If I can find the 12 road. Somewhere around here, I'll just go for it. There's 12. go here. Oh, we've got a raid. Yo, Mojo, welcome Mojo Horizon. It was way off. Up in the north here. Welcome Raiders. How's it going there? Hope you had a great Sunday, Mojo. Well, still celebrating your birthday, I hope. Welcome everybody. Yeah, it was great to see you all. I was playing the game Man of Medan here, a bit of survival horror. But I've just switched to a little bit of GeoGuessr. Do the daily challenge here. But I hope you well. Welcome Samushi. Welcome Cobes as well. All great familiar faces. The beautiful Mojo emotes. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, we had another wild stream. I have to go and catch the VOD later again. So if you don't know what this is a game called GeoGuessr. You can play in the web browser, and you get 5 rounds, and you have to locate where you are on the map based upon the Google Street View that comes your way. So I'm about to go to the next round. Every day you get a challenge that everyone can take part in. So I've got 3 minutes to try and find where I am on the map. Last round I was in America, but didn't see the right part here. So we'll go with the next round, and we'll see how it goes quickly. If any of you want to suggest locations I can go and play, I can do different countries as well. As an Explorer mode, you can pick a country, and all the locations will be in that country. You can, if you get high scores in that, you get gold medals. I've managed to go around the whole world, picking up gold medals so far. So yeah, if anyone wants to join in or throw out guesses in chat, let me know. But just like go based on what you can see. Don't go googling the answer. So this looks kind of American. Kilometers per hour though, not miles per hour. So that makes it a bit more Canadian. Yeah, I think this is another Canadian one just for you. Is that flag? Something. I think we're over on the east. We could be in Newfoundland maybe. Riverside Drive. I can't get close enough to the... maybe I can. If you zoom in just right, you can sometimes logo Superior Street. Oh, here we go. Something community. There's Bidolph PH. PH for. Bidolph Street. With so many boats here, and the kilometers per hour. I'm thinking Canada, and I'm thinking maybe Newfoundland. Go for a little wander around. Sometimes, like, the flags can be helpful. kind of based on my past wandering around GeoGuessr. So it's a river, not quite the ocean, but these boats are for going up and down rivers. But we've had most of the time allotted here. Hang on, was that a wallaby? Oh, I should start zooming in somewhere. Something like here. One of the islands here. Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. I guess. We were really close to Toronto. Grand Bend here. We didn't do too well. We're down in Ontario. Lake Huron. But with a bit more time, you can wander, see more signs. I might have found London Arena. So you get close as you possibly can. You can have up to 5,000 points. Delta Street. So we're getting a few North American ones right now. Moon landing. Tunica. Okay, I've heard of Tunica. Valero gas station. Is that Mexico? Tunica? Barksdale's not Mexico. Moon. Where's the moon landing? We could be down in like Texas or Mexico. We look for a highway sign maybe up a junction. Tunica feels like I've heard of it for some reason. H used cars. A huge gymnasium. Whether we find out in the game or not, eventually we are going to have to know where the moon landing is in America. It's an odd kind of name, but we'll see. It's kind of a useless billboard. So we have a compass on the left hand side for red pointing to the north, so we can see we're heading north out of where we started from. So you can like see all kind of countries that have a Google Street View will show up here. You can wind up looking in like Indonesia, Russia, Iceland, even Greenland has some. I didn't put a mark in anywhere. I think further south, right? Not even zooming in on a map because I don't have any great assurances here. Near Memphis. Yeah. Where is this moon landing? The grill. Got Hollywood. So many names. Yeah, it wasn't really Texas. It was kind of close by. A pretty terrible score, all things considered. I was in the right country in Brazil, but it was so far south. Could barely tell. Yeah. Country-wise, it was all good. Nowhere accurate within them. Bit of a shame. Go to some light maps here. If you've got any, like I say, if you have any suggestions, if you want me to try a particular country, I can go and do that, and how it goes here. I should update the game though now. GeoGuessr. I'll try a round, 4-minute round. An urban world made by Mapper. Let's do it this way so we can check out the results. 4 minutes per round. So I mean, again, it's kind of North America, but this could be. We won't all be in North America this time. A bit blurry as well. It looks like raspberry. It's kind of autumnal. Jewel Lake Road. It reminded me a little bit of Minneapolis. There's still a chance we could be in Canada as well. Lake. Sand Lake looks like a little strip mall kind of thing. Welcome, soccer players. Adopt a highway sign. Oh, how did I get in here? I mean, so you can click the arrows to move one space at a time, but if you click further ahead, you kind of jump a little bit. And I think I accidentally clicked into the cul-de-sac. So finding the clues is one thing. Aid. I see the plane here in the airport. But you really need like a super great PI Pittsburgh, right? Or private investigator. I can't see any PI state. It says air park as well, not airport. Maybe PL stands for something else. Not bad. You might find some kind of small clue sometimes on the side of the car or van, or you see a bus destination. Am I still? The FCC. Okay, that's definitely an American thing, rather than Canada. Campbell Lake. So some lakes. My kind of instincts saying Minnesota. There are lots of good lakes in Minnesota. But a lot of America shares climate. It does have lots of different climates as well. Okay, well let's take a guess here. Alaska, damn. Really nice Anchorage. Asbury Road. didn't scream Alaska to me at all. Big city. So maybe a coach or a bus taxi thing. Then goes to Masha. Masha. Good to see. Halifax says Allah on the outside. It could just be a blessing on the front. Welcome. Ayabando. Bando bypass. I do not recognize this flag though. Not Nigeria. Nigeria's more green, I think. Ghana. I couldn't tell you what Ghanaian flag looked like. Yeah, a lot of it is the flag would help. I think the Nigerian flag is more fully green. So possibly Ghana. This would be so helpful if it wasn't blurred out. Virginia. That can be a challenge. If I head to a roundabout itself, maybe I'll get a better sign I can read here. See one over here, but I don't know if it'll let me get to them. Can we escape a roundabout? No. No, we only get one way out. Really annoying. I can't see the sign. Uganda. As Ginia. I didn't look in Uganda. God, really, really low points again. Masala. So Masala. Yeah. I think masala is India, like there's a famous dish, tikka masala. But I could be Sri Lanka, but it looks more, a bit more Sri Lankan maybe. Central Bureau of Investigation. Oh, that's fancy. So yeah, but Urban World will put us in a city. So we'll kind of have at least that upper hand going. There'll be some signs, some people around. I know where the bus is going. If it was India, it wouldn't have the all of this coverage going down the roads. India Street View, mostly individual. Made in India week. Okay, what was Mumbai? Maybe I'm being tricked here. The event is a little bit in Mumbai. So, oh, we were right. I didn't think there was as much street view around India, but a little bit in Mumbai. This is Argentina. We can even read the small print. That's amazing. Well, it's in Spanish. I can see it, but I can't necessarily read it. I'm thinking that Argentina banker. Let's see. Spider-Man. I wonder if Spider-Man's still up there. So Acarunia. The license plates don't look. Maybe they do. It might be A Coruña in Spain rather than Argentina. Spain. Hispa. ABR. Yeah, if it's A Coruña, and that's, I think, Deportivo up here. If you see the clues, you've kind of gotta take from them. Oh, the second person of the owner of Zara. Did they own Mango as well? Did you recognize Spider-Man as well? Was that the... You know Spider-Man is still there? That's what I really want to know. Up here, separating the bit of a city. It was nice and quiet in there as well. On the one side of the park for that. Well, here's Zara. Oh, nicknamed Crystal City. Oh, yeah, I know. I think we're in the right spot here. Plenty of a banker. So is A like same A as we say? Alliance. Oh, Alliance Bank. Okay. I've never seen it shortened to A Bank. That's good to know. Yeah, thank you for the local knowledge. This was the right park here, but I didn't click where we actually began though. Oh, Galician. Yeah, it's just in Galician. Yeah, you popped in at just the right moment there. Lovely. I need a router for us. Is this Austria? Is this Holland? I think the water down here, these kind of buildings. Yeah, at the end, if you check out the results, you can see the map showing all the places you looked, how far away you were. I was trying to see if it wasn't Germany, but actually Austria has similar language as well. This could be the Danube, maybe. Now, since I'm on a kind of timer, I'm okay to Luzerne. Luzerne is it this? Luzerne, Switzerland. Which would explain also the mixture of, is it German but not quite. Maybe we're in Zurich here right now. Yeah. This could be Zurich. And if you'd like, I can run a round after this one. and you can join in as well. Flags up there as well, just in case we were still worrying. Burger mode, does it say? No, bell cancel. So it's got a river, it's got the trams. That's probably close enough. Yeah. For the first two, I was way lost. Alaska caught me napping. And we picked up speed a little bit. It's kind of how it is with the other urban worlds. You get into the city. You can usually figure the country out, and then look for clues. I could, you know, what if anyone else is in the chat as well? I can put the link in. It's just a nice little urban world. As my maps, I haven't made any maps myself yet. I've looked into it a little bit. Definitely, Mapper has been working tirelessly creating maps. Let's go for another urban world. Yeah, it's good to like learn as you go. VR and Blade Runner. Four minutes is okay. If anyone else is in chat and you'd like to take a trip and figure the cities, you've got 4 minutes. You can move around as much as you want to. Yeah, well, thank you as well, because it's nice to have the company and sharing the wonders that you see as you go along. Go start off. Right, again, Mojo, if you're in any ideas of cities, feel free to shout out. Got DE for Germany, not Denmark. Denmark is DK. So we Lufthansa, we just straight into what is this? A Lufthansa, just an airport. But Lufthansa has trains as well now. Okay, we've got some good time to figure out here. So I know Lufthansa, a nice little wagon here. Lufthansa makes me think maybe there's like an airport shuttle or something, but this goes straight to an airport. So I mean, we're in a big city, so there probably is an airport close by as well. Cologne? I think Cologne is a city. Cologne is in Germany. Not sure where Cologne is, but on a bank. One of the most important train stations in Europe. Oh, Cologne. Oh, that's Cologne is Cologne. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, because I'm just if I start pronouncing German words with a German accent in English, and I kind of translate well. Say coal, 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 coal. Okay. station's over here. You know, which side are we at here? Kind of north of it a little bit. Floor Street here. Round about here, but yeah, Upton. A little just before the turn off on the left. Actually, if I put it in the street, it helps. Alright, good job. We're spotting it fast. The 4 minutes might be a bit of overkill. Beautiful 5K. Spin on the next round. Okay, let's just see some tuk-tuks. Gosh, what is going on with these trees? I think these trees are all drunk. The Montessori British education. So we've got some ex-colonial country by the look of it here. I just want to look at these trees. Why are they all so droopy? Lekki Epi Expressway. So these will be 2 towns in the country, but it goes between. Similar choices before, like Ghana or Kenya. I find a town between Epi and Lekki. But yeah, these trees. I want to know the story behind the trees. We got a big roundabout here. I should just go and take a look for Epi. Might not be the largest. Yeah, it was super hyper mega churches. They all kind of lead into Lagos eventually. That's right. So you can find a good sign as well further up. Every woman is a star. Wildlife here. I think, yeah, this flag under the truck. It's all Nigeria. Yeah, it's kind of a back. Oh damn it! I didn't actually. It was it was so close to Lagos. It was sitting right underneath it. Lucky. Damn it! It was under our noses as well. 100 years of gymnasium hiatus. Just we've got Tallinn, so we're Estonia bound. Exactly 99 away from Tallinn. I'm kind of going this way. Also got a ferry close by as well. And with a ferry to Tallinn happening here. Oh no, it's just telling me that Tallinn also has a ferry, but probably over this way if we've got access to a ferry over here. So should we go for this one? Like a good enough city. We've got it in big bright letters above us as well. I was imagining this was just a word for some kind of gymnastic sport that would take place in a gymnasium. This is pretty fun as well. The water slide goes out of a building. I wonder if on cold days you get like icicles, ice forming inside. Oh, there's no shopping mall. I didn't see it on here. Gonna go with more over in here. Just trying to scan looking for a gymnasium. That'd be such a big thing on the sign. Oh, it was it. Gymnasium, but there we go. we got the 1 point away. Got the Niterói. Evangelical Congregation Independence. Still, yeah. Nikau. Got the classic Chow in style. Words here. Oh, as it, I guess it's like cow. This looks wild. This looks like a. It's a really fantastic graffiti in Brazil and elsewhere in South America. Just street art in general seems well appreciated. A lot of these are just tags, though. The BR101, we've got Fonseca. One comes kind of hugging the post around here. So if we follow it around, keep an eye out for Fonseca. That's Ponce's Bridge, isn't it? I think it's the outskirts of Rio. Different bridge. Although I did see this. I think that's the word on the church. At the end of the church's name. Could be any of these bridges, could be this. It could be a coincidence, but I think that word Niteroi is where the church was. At the end of the church. Back to start here. On this shield here. Yeah, it's the same place. I think we're we head south, head north, I guess, until we hit the bridge or the road. Like 2-3 junctions. See some favelas up here. A bit further inland here. There we go. That's nice. It's good spot there. Definitely got sharp instincts. Good knowledge. Igualni Salon. Is Jedilnik feels a little Czech maybe. I think that flag is the Czech flag, but it's a little wavy. Oh, you lived here for 3 months. So, it is. Brno has a great motorcycle track, but Prague is like the main place. But Brno definitely has a a nice city as well. Not Czech flag. Sorry. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them here. This is the one. Local. Slovenia. Ah. Sorry, my apologies. A little bit of coast down here. Here's the main one. Are you out there studying? Yeah, let's go for the street as well. Ljubljana, next to the casino. 26. What part of town are we in here? I can see some church down to the south. Some old town buildings. Yeah. The other bank of a river this side. In this section in April, or further up here. Milesieva. West. West is. Sorry, it was I was looking for the green bit of park that we got to. It was a tiny little bit this way. I was looking for a larger bit of park. Okay, that was good. That was good. We got a big bunch, and then one I didn't guess at all. Oh yeah, next it does kind of add up. All of the cities have to have certain places like that. It seems. One in Lagos. Looking around too much. Yeah, it's a great little map. This Overwatch. Good kind of balance of challenging. But there, is there one you like to try as well? Do a Europe one. Yeah, have you been through the Explorer mode? Pick one of the countries here. Still need to improve my scores. I've got the gold medal, but I haven't got the maximum score. Oh yeah, I'm from the UK, so you can pick one of these, any of the standard ones. I could do Norway because I haven't. I've got all of them, but the score didn't show up for some reason in Norway. It's kind of like in the middle. I'm pretty vague. It's like my accent is kind of a bit weird. It's not really a northern or too regional. Kind of a mixture. But yeah, we could try Norway because I need to get some points on the board. Metal worked, but it doesn't seem to think that I did it. Unless you've got another one you like. A lot of Norway is like knowing where all the roads end up. You get up to the outskirts of the fjords. It's precisely like this. Like we could be on any number of these locations. We're probably on the E6 somewhere. It's like sunset over on the it's over on the west, so that's sunset. Surrounded by beauty. Yeah, you think that maybe Elson's region. We'll find out. The logistics of living out here just wild as well, because everything has to get here somehow. You get the trucks going up and down. If living out here, other than a ferry coming across this way, you've got to rely on all of these roads to remain open and clear. I had a friend living in Svalbard for a few months. Yeah, you got to really appreciate it. 2 months for an hour. Yeah, I was gonna say, if they only lived there for a few months, they wouldn't have had much time to order anything and get there before they left again. I definitely appreciate the little benefits of living in a relatively small country like the UK. Just wake up and go and have a sit outside and watch the sun come up over here, and just keep sitting outside all day as the sun wanders around slowly and disappears again. Yeah, I'm seeing some more parts of Scotland playing GeoGuessr that I didn't know existed. Like I know it's still a pretty beautiful country, but unless you see it yourself a lot, you can kind of get kind of blasé about where you live because it's so familiar. People like they get tired of singing its praises because they see it all the time. Oh, the Gower, that's Wales, isn't it? Like yeah, to the Gower Peninsula. I think that's Wales. So I don't know too well. You could have been going this way. don't know, which is this the Gower Peninsula? Yeah, it is Wales. Okay. There's like there's small bits. Yeah, there it is, the Gower Peninsula. It's like small bits of my brain that have all of the information. It just releases the information really slowly sometimes. But yeah, the instincts work. But then I start wondering whether I should trust them or not. Oh yeah, Southend Pier. There's a game that I used to play called Sir, You Are Being Hunted, which was you'd be left on an island, played like a country gent. You had some robots, which you had as like your estate keepers wandering around. And what had happened was the robots had gone crazy and they were hunting you instead of like poachers. They thought you were a poacher. But anyway, you were on an island, but you had like little piers that would take you to another island. Take a boat there. So everything was kind of generated on the fly, procedurally generated. So you'd get random shapes of islands, random piers, and you could get the pier length also be random. And so one time, instead of just being like you arrive at the dock and then there's a pier that leads off a little way to the island, this pier was like a mile long. It was minutes of me walking out across it before I could get to the island. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't grow up reading too many books, but I definitely watched a lot of interesting things on television as well. Yeah, you can if you speak two languages, like one really well and one half as well, then you kind of get the bonus because you can like pick and choose. Tromso. Okay, Tromso. Tromso has got a football team that played Chelsea a long time ago. Yeah, do you know that's from football as well, Mojo? Chelsea had a game against Tromso, and it was totally like snow covered, icy. Chelsea were all up there wearing gloves, like freezing cold. Tromso were just like running around happily. Oh yeah, mold as well. Yeah, like the Solskjaer. That's definitely helped some of my geoguessing. Just recognizing different football teams. So Bilesfjord, the border. Looking at the kind of south-ish, Tromso being well, it's more west and east than north and south. Tromso's up here. Maybe leaving it down. Area. Would have been heading along here, maybe. Let's keep going a little bit. Got Lex Batsbenen. Laxbatten need a little bit of trouble. Battendayen. Laxbattendayen. Laxbattendayen. It'd be really be tiny, small little place though. Oh, but yeah, the current social about this United. No more Europa League. But do you think that was the name of the fjord? Rindus and it. Oh, Bansfjord was awesome. I was looking for a place again. Sevilla, yeah. My team is Man United, so it was kind of a long delay before it happened. So got the E8. This patch of water is this. Maybe this was the this was the road. We arrive on here, we should be splitting off. Hopefully. Okay, now this is got Jovic 45. That's further along here then. Yeah, I think this is the right road. Go back and figure this exact little corner here. Might be helpful as well. It's still hugging the edge of it here. Oh, thank you as well. The music is haven't updated the playlist command. This is another music streamer on Twitch called Midstream LA, and they have music on YouTube, which they let people stream with. That's them on YouTube. But like specifically for streamers to use as well. And yeah, I like to hang out in Medchat as well. Like I remember they have like the shows in Norway where they will have like long, multi-day long shows of the train heading along the whole train that goes up here, just going all the way along the routes. No, but we're like they have like fireside television shows. It's really kind of just peaceful. Like this is this bit maybe, or this bit. Must have bend away. Going back, we are one of these. $5K will be difficult. We'll do enough to get a gold medal again, officially. We'll get closer to see how many big bends in the road we take, or we get. On my gut, the instincts. I think somewhere like here. It's really difficult to get 5K. Turns a little bit here, turns a little bit there. I forgot to update the title as well now. Should fix that. I got the game right. Not really bendy. And roads kind of more following the lake here. So we're hitting this little section here. I'm gonna stick with it. Rough. That's okay. Now we get the beautiful wintry one. So kind of be foggy. I'm not completely sure if that's a campsite. If that's just the name of this specific campsite. Yeah, things just like, it kind of muffles the sound when it's all snowy like this as well. So it's all kind of quiet and crisp. All the light getting bounced around as well. Just calm. Kind of loudest thing you'd hear would be like ice cracking. It's awesome little cabins, fishing huts. Guess you can have the boating, boats kept in here maybe. Similar kind of landscape as the last one, just a slightly different season. It's all blurry behind us. I guess it's in front of us. We're driving on the right hand side. The back of the car has some good Joffrey, Gubens. Ray Gubens. Beautiful logs. Huge icicles as well. Like it's it's slightly dangerous walking around under that. Not too bad. If it's like the tall buildings, you have to kind of knock them off, because if the icicle starts reaching terminal velocity, it'll be a little dangerous. It's like it's a sticker or something. I can't tell. They were looking for Dr. Gubens Hall. I'm sure the hall has a super long table like Asda on the E6. Of course, we're on the E6. It goes on and on and on. No trolls today. So a little underneath E620. What is that? Mojo, thank you again so much for the raid. Yeah. Have you dropped by again? Fantastic streams as always. Have an awesome night as well. Pair of you. So it really is like BR was saying how heartwarming it is. That's what it's like in your stream as well. Lovely, lovely time spent together. And if you do want a great time as well, go and follow. Sorry, I'm trying to song request you. Please enjoy. Yo, Tom, you're not Kevin. I'm sorry. But Mojo Rising Jam, they have awesome, super loud, super chill, super fun times. And I'm trying to run through my Norwegian Explorer mode because at the moment it's sat on 0. Score didn't count for some reason. I've seen some lovely snow like this in Norway, but that's okay, Tom. It happens to everyone. I had one round. I think it was one of the Pro League rounds up in Alaska where it was just nothing but a road and some snow. It went on for a long way. It can be a little deceiving because of the snow. You think it's way up north, but it could just be a wintry bit of coverage down further south somewhere. Yeah, you get some nice transitional areas as well where you can skip between the seasons. You haven't reached one of those yet. But this kind of thing, like stopping snowdrift, I think there's a bit of a lake up here. I don't know. It reminds me of the. I was talking earlier. They had the long train journey that goes all the way up through the country. It takes hours and hours, and they just recorded it, broadcast it on television. Just a view from the front of a train. I don't think I missed something too dramatic on this side. I missed the toilets. That was the that was the hot news. And the toilet on the E6. If you need to go, then the opportunity. Hey, Street View. Back, Trishal. Good to see you again. I'm just trying to clear up this little aberration of getting my gold medal but 0 points on Norway. So I'm on the E6. You could probably hazard a guess. A couple of towns so far, or small settlements. But nothing I recognise so far. Yeah, indeed. And we've got the wintry snow around us. Awesome. So those are buffaloes, woolly sheep. They've got a handlebar moustache on top of their head for some reason. let me know if you can, if it sounds a bit robotic, or if it's not sounding too good. I have a microphone I'm still trying to settle into configuration. It might, if it sounds a little echoey, maybe, or if it cuts out a little bit. I could try and ease up if the music's a bit low. Let's see. Okay, that should be a little louder. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, there we go. I don't have the any feedback of the mic coming to me, so I'm kind of at the mercy of just looking at the bar now and again. We started off alongside a bit of a lakey bit towards our left. So I guess we can look for a headsetter a little bit further along the E6. Didn't hook around. We've been going pretty much north. We haven't really turned around too far. I don't think it's. I've just ruled out that part of the E6. But that's all. That was a very kind of blasé deletion. But H. Jerkin or Hjerkin. I think Hjerkin is a pretty good pronunciation. A rare treat here for this channel. Hjerkin. Yeah, this is my originally put on Xbox when the Xbox 360 came out. They let you make an account on the original Xbox, and it would work on both the original and the 360. But if you made one on the 360, it would only work on the 360. So at that point, I went onto the original Xbox to make this name, which it was just going to be a name, but all the names I wanted were taken, and because I had to make it using the Xbox, the original Xbox interface, and putting all the details in with the controller, it wouldn't tell you if a name was okay until you'd done everything else, and then if it wasn't okay, you'd have to do the whole thing again. So after a few times, I said, okay, forget it, I'm fed up. I'm going to come up with a name that will definitely work and not have to be entered in again. So I had to Had to come up with the most weird and unusual name, but still somehow makes sense. And that was it. That was the birth of this game, of this name. Sorry. The upside down bit I'd known about, but I put a bend on as an extra like guarantee that I wouldn't be having to go through it again. And it's like once you get a name, you can kind of stick with it. It's a weird one. So we have 29 here. The snow maybe really was confusing us, or me at least. Yeah, but so when it came to Twitch and other things, and like Twitter, like nobody else was still foolish enough to come up with this name. I was so far off on my my E6 journey. Eight is here. Be too far. There's a 29. The snow was fooling us a bit. Oh, and same with you, Street View. Kind of a self-explanatory, but it's one of the early ones you can pick up. Like, well, for like Google, it's kind of like a thing. People use it even. It's like become a noun, like Photoshop. Like photoshopping early on, Adobe used to get angry with people and try and get them to stop using the term to Photoshop something. They actually tried to like put out official statements saying it's not a noun, you cannot use it as a noun, it is our intellectual property. You can't say that you're photoshopping an image. But it just became the natural lingo. Like, I think Street View is like that as well. It's just, it doesn't matter if you're looking at a different map system. If you're looking at this kind of view, then you just call it Street View, or I do at least. But I think this was the lake we began at, if I've been wandering up to this point. Oh, for timing as well, like, have you got like some other accounts similarly, or did you get this name just on Twitch? Oh, you managed to change it over. Yeah, that's cool as well. One thing I did have for this name is because it works in lowercase, my name obviously, but I had the first name, first letter was capitalized, I had a capital U since it began, because you couldn't specify with Twitch what case the letters were. But I think like a couple of years ago it became possible that you could do that, but I didn't know that changed, so I was still capital U until somebody said to me, they said that, like, yeah, your name's great, but why have you got the capital U at the start? Why don't you change it to lowercase? I was like, well, I can't. You know, you can. I finally got to change this last year. The name is still the same. It's just you can set the case how you want. Like if you wanted, you could have like capital E in your Street View. Oh, a viewer list, yeah. Twitch has terrible codes. Well, terribly complicated code. I mean, obviously it works well, but it's, yeah. If you change one thing in Twitch, it's like 20 things that don't get changed for some reason, and some things which do get changed, which you you weren't even attempting. So, okay, maybe I wasn't seeing as much of the as I thought I was. I thought it was more iced over. Let's go off a little bit. Maybe I was just entering onto the side of it here. Right at the beginning, kind of just off the end of this. Somewhere like here. So one of these roads makes sense. Really just one bend further along. This road, I think it's this road up here. I'll stick with here. That's good enough. More hidden beauty around. Some LSD trees, if you want to go wander in here. Let's head out into the lake. Stretching out way into the ocean. This is the kind of setup. This is what I'm after. Maybe cut down a few trees. Just a couple. Just to get a clear view. I guess they have a pretty... The trees are tall, and you can... don't have all the lower branches in the way. Great view out here. It's like the perfect kind of architecture for it. Cruising through the a good rally stage as well. It's like there's so many good Scandinavian rally drivers because that's just their normal road they drive on. Don't have to put in years of training. They get it just by driving around. They have plenty of trees to kind of persuade them not to go off the road as well. I don't think that was a sign here. Just got a bit of rock. It looked a bit flat. There's another one that's kind of almost looked like a street sign. Joy of beauty. like something out of The Witness. The Witness is a really great first-person puzzle computer game kind of thing, where you walk around. Look at these reflections as well. It's better because it's less overexposed in the reflection. So clean, clear. Like some kind of giant tower. Big radio mast. Okay, we've got a sign. Cabalvaj. End of it, but I already see a second one here. But hopefully there aren't too many with Cabal at the start as well. And Norway, I think, is pretty good for not being too confusing. The same names, that's like a couple there. Pretty distinct. There could be like another 10 more though. Well, speaking of more, here are more perfect reflections. Boat kind of looks like a mouth eating a sandwich now. I'll just take a big bite out of a baguette. Yeah, things like this really do look like The Witness. In the game, you can have a very easy reflection. Crystal clear water. So we have Cabalvaj. Guess it didn't have the E. Right, a corner coming up. Good information. Insert. I feel like they're going to be hugely big on the map. So when we get to it, it's have a little southwest of where we began. Not bad. Oh, 30. So hasty. Wasn't expecting this. Go down to the 9. Based on a watery, yeah, it is a 13. That kind of place to be looking. Take the ferry over. I kind of have this kind of view, but maybe. Let's go back and look for it's 5 kilometers away. Best of the 13. The other one was KVAL VHE as well. Takes a break for a little bit. Malvage. Here's a. Let's come back. And again, 13 comes back. It keeps on giving. There are a lot of numbers, they don't all have to be the 30. Now 15 takes over. Go back to the start here. So, kind of north and then wraps around a little bit to the west. I need to go into these woods this way, see where the road leads. A bunch of mailboxes here. Is that a city, town? Across the north of us. It's not really. I don't think this fits. It is still 13. It does change other numbers as well. A little bit. I haven't hit any towns ourselves though. We've just been adjacent to rock, chopped out to make the road. I think we could be reaching one now, but I'm doing at one corner. On the end of this lake fjord. And we hit T-junction. Proper nice signage. No, we weren't. This is a 13 now, and we weren't just on. Oh, hang on. Got a bus behind us. Let's go find Owens and Yorkland. Find one, and the other one will be too far behind. I went north looking for the end of a 13. The fjord. I used to have another name called Fnord. FNORD as well, which people were unfamiliar with, so they would just call me Fjord as well. Or they'd call me Ford, like the car. Oh, here we go. The secret's bit of 13 down here. That's why I couldn't find it. Seem like the way we wind up at this T-junction here. These are the trees. We'll see a house just here. That's the house. A little couple of chairs outside this house. Out across. My Fjord 150. Nord, it's quite a long story, but there's a thing called the Principia Discordia. It's kind of to do with Discordianism. Discordianism is like not quite a conspiracy theory. It's more like a playful kind of but religion. They kind of make up the rules of the Principia Discordia. And like that kind of thing Salvador Dali would be into, like some absurdism. And some people took the Principia Discordia and they wrote a book called the Illuminatus Trilogy. Again, being kind of absurdist, making like a fake conspiracy theory book kind of thing. And in it they had a section about Fnord being a word which you look at as part of a paragraph, but your brain can't actually perceive it. But yeah, it's very much as a rabbit hole. But you see the word in the like you observe that a word is there. It affects you, but you can't actually see it. It's like a subliminal thing which appears in the newspapers and adverts. And similarly as well, I was looking for a name which was unique and not really in use much, and I came up with that one. It's hard to explain in quick terms, but here's a just for Fnord itself as a link for Wikipedia from it. Yeah, the Illuminati trilogy, I think I got 2 books into. But I kind of can't remember if I ever finished reading the rest of the Illuminati trilogy, because by then, like, other things were happening, and I read the Principia Discordia first of all, and I kind of found out about that from a band called the KLF. The KLF were they had some different musical names in various groups, but part of their influence was the Illuminati trilogy and the Principia Discordia. They kind of took that absurdism and kind of background and built their kind of ethos and mythos around that as well. So the KLF were like the Copyright Liberation Front with a K, that kind of thing. But one of the members of the KLF was working in Liverpool, and he ended up working on a stage production of the Illuminati trilogy, and that kind of introduced him to it, got him inspired to look more into it. So yeah, I think I'm just around this corner, down at these houses, and this road ending right there. If I turn around, I'll see this road up here. Any luck? Yeah, the KLF, their albums are not on Spotify because they deleted their entire back catalogue. They, in like 1992, we have the Brit Awards, which are like the Grammys. And for the year of 1991, the KLF were the biggest selling singles band in the world. They sold more singles than anybody else in 1991. And they had disdain for the music industry and like all the they had their own record label because they didn't get on well with the corporate structure and all that. So they self-produced on their own label all their KLF songs, and they deleted their back catalogue, which meant they removed it from being able to be sold. In 1992, they won the award for Brit Award for best act or best singles act, and at the end of their performance, they announced they were leaving the record industry by firing a fake machine gun at the crowd. Yeah, you were right about the rabbit hole. It's a huge, great big rabbit hole. If you want to look up the KLF and like the K Foundation, they went on to do kind of an art-based project called the K Foundation, and that did more weird things, including them burning £1 million, not even dollars, on a small island in Scotland. They just threw it into the fire. They got back to give them £50 notes, and they just threw them one at a time into a fire in Scotland and filmed themselves doing it. I know that alone is like a huge, great big what, and it's its own kind of thing to go down. But it's all kind of part of crazy mythos around them. There's so much. Much weird things going on. Okay, I'll take a. I think I'm good with this round here. This is the little house around the corner. This little house here. So we can come back and make this guess in a moment. I'll show you the extreme noise. For Brit Awards, like as I said, this is the equivalent of opening the Grammys for America.
Simon Bates.
This is the opening.
From London's Hammersmith Odeon, one of the greatest venues for live music over the past 60 years, the British record industry, in association with the Britannia Music Club, presents the Brits 1992. And the KLF.
Yeah, so that was the KLF for Brit Awards. There's a whole multitude of interesting things about KLF, which kind of helped lead me to discovering many interesting things as well, and lots of awesome people. And yeah, so I very much kind of wound up where I am today, influenced by lots of. Oh, that's because the KLF, maybe their first release was an album called Chill Out, which was have you heard of The Orb, the ambient kind of group from the 90s? The Orb, they did Little Fluffy Clouds. That's probably their most famous song. Well, one of the original members of The Orb was half of the KLF, called Jimmy Corti, and he was working with Alex Patterson, who was on The Orb, well, there's like a, you know, the genre chill out though. You know, the kind of ambient genre. Well, they kind of released an album in 1990 called Chill Out, which was kind of specifically designed for it, before the dance music taking off. They wanted like a chill zone to kind of cool down and chill out after the club night, so they just called the album Chill Out, and they released this wonderful ambient album. Kind of takes you on a journey up around the east coast of America, and they recorded like it's 45 or 40 something minutes, and they did like a live take of it using all the samples and just mixing it all on the fly. And it is totally different from anything else that they've been doing as well. So they kind of, you couldn't really put them as just one type of music. But yeah, if you check out Chill Out, it's a little bit like this what you hear in the background, Mid Dream LA. Just kind of chill beats, but they'll throw in samples. We'll have sheep barring. We'll have yeah, again, like it's part of a. I think Chill Out was licensed to a different company because it was one of their early ones. So you can maybe still find Chill Out some places to obtain. But all of that original published by themselves music you can't really find anywhere. Well, not officially on Apple stores and things. Yeah, I'm always happy to talk about KLF things. If you ever see Kookbot around as well, he's another streamer. He knows a bit about KLF as well. I need to have a good chat with him about it. I found him streaming some GeoGuessr. Check out, yes. Give Kookbot a follow as well. Yeah, as like hours and days of kind of tangential KLF things we could get on to talking about. On point away. Oh, that's okay. I guess I should have used that edge a bit more. I thought I was here, but maybe I moved it at this angle. Zoom. Be close. I should have been a bit closer. No, yeah. Like just as a chill out thing as well. Chill out album is super awesome. And I found out that after the fact also. It's like, you know, you like this song, you like this song. Yeah, here we go. I'm so glad this is not a no moving. I remember, I think someone got the tunnel one time. A no moving streak, country streak. Figured it out because of the car, maybe in Korea. But yeah, so it was like I knew these things, I knew lots of different things, and then at some point, looking into the KLF, I think when I was at university, I suddenly found that all of these things were all done by the same people, but they just had like different names, and it was like a big flash of moment of like, oh my god. What, you mean they did this, and they did this, and they did this? So like I was already independently a fan of them for like 5 different reasons. I just didn't know it. And then the more I found out, the more reasons I found as well. Osterbro. That looks like someone dancing. Just got like the elbow up, like they're doing like a funky dance. Okay, a biker's got a. I guess it's just the but a fairing is orange up top. It looked like the light was all expanding into it. So it yeah, but there's so much more. Like an early album before they were the KLF, they were called the Jams, or the Justified Ancients of Mumu, and they released an album in 1987 with a cover of they used samples. It wasn't really a cover. They just straight up sampled lots of different songs, because sampling was the new thing in '87, the late '80s, and they sampled ABBA, and the ABBA lawyers weren't too happy about it. Oh yeah, even back then, this is the 1987 album got deleted because ABBA lawyers made them cancel it because of the sample of ABBA, Dancing Queen. So they released a version of it without any samples on, and the instructions on how to recreate it. I can give you a little quick interview they did relating to that as well. Drop this in here. This is one of the members, Bill Drummond. This is after the events. So this will be like 1988.
Letztes Jahr am Neujahrsmorgen.
Okay, ignore the German.
Letztes Jahr am Neujahrsmorgen wachte ich auf. Es war ein herrlicher Tag, so wie heute. Überall war Rap-Musik und ich hatte diesen Rap im Kopf. Es ging nicht mehr weg und ich dachte, ich muss eine Platte draus machen. Und der einzige, den ich kenne, mit dem ich sowas machen kann, heißt Rockman Rock.
Okay, but there's an answer for everything, and the answer is always amazing. This car was used in the Superman 2, I think it was. And that's why it was in the UK, because they filmed Superman 2 in part at some film studios in the UK, and this is what this car was in. It wound up being bought by Jimmy. The KLF was Bill and Jimmy. Those are the two members. It will take, if you really want to dive into all of it. It took me like 10 years, so and there's still plenty more that was happening. But yeah, but also this car itself had a #1 song called Doctor in the TARDIS, which is its own extra thing, which you wouldn't know about. What I didn't know about until it all kind of joined together This was one of the things what I found out they did. Like, they did a chill out album, they did a rap sampling album, and they did a cover of a Doctor Who theme song. With this car was, they didn't appear in it. They just they had this car as the front person. So, see, I'm even getting more tabs in as well. Here is the #1 song they had, based on the Doctor Who theme as a novelty record.
Doctor Who, Doctor Who, the TARDIS, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who,
Anyway, so I don't want to get the VOD deleted or muted too much, but having done that, they made that song just because it was a silly thing they were doing, and it wound up becoming a #1 record. And then they wrote a book called How to Have a #1 Record the Easy Way, based on what they did to create this song. Because of course they did. It was called The Manual, How to Have a #1 Record the Easy Way. And another band used that, and they actually managed to get a #1 themselves as well, kind of based off using that The Manual. As like Bill Drummond is Scottish, and he used to manage Echo and the Bunnymen, which was they were more of an 80s band as well, Echo and the Bunnymen. It's a yeah, if you've heard of Echo and the Bunnymen, he was manager of them for a while, and he took them on a tour of, I believe it was maybe just Norway or maybe Scandinavia as a whole. I don't know if the tour still exists. I don't know if like the places on the tour still exist. But he booked a tour for Echo and Bunnymen. I'm not sure if it was, I can't remember if it was Norway or Scandinavia in total. But the main point is he booked the tour and set the places, the venues they would play, so that it would be in the shape of rabbit ears. That's Bill Drummond's life right now. So say it was Norway, he booked the tour so it would look like this. They'd go up here, come down here, go up here, come down here, and then finish up in Oslo. Hey Morgie, welcome back to the wonderful. What a great collection of cats those are. Yeah, Sand Experiments cats. I'm here explaining some odd things about an old band called the KLF right now, while playing a bit of GeoGuessr, being trailed by a mysterious biker. how are you? Yeah, Morgie plays Beat Saber, which like is incredible virtual reality flailing. Sorry, there's no music right now. I was just showing a little video. Okay, imagine if you released an album but got deleted because you got sued by ABBA. This was the place we're at, Morgie, in 1987. So what this band did, they released an album without any of these samples in, and with a sheet telling you, explaining how to recreate the album. And there's a little interview they did here. Unfortunately, it's been dubbed into German, so you can't quite hear the English, but you can read the subtitles.
Es ging nicht mehr weg und ich dachte, ich muss eine Platte draus machen. Der einzige, den ich kenne, mit dem ich sowas machen kann, heißt Rockman Rock.
Yeah, the thing about Beat Saber, like, you see how every other part of life can kind of infect into Beat Saber. Like, you see, I'm seeing everything. Everything just becomes Beat Saber. So nothing you can go off and do other things, but anything else you do will just come back into Beat Saber. That's what it seems like. This is a band called the KLF. They got sued by ABBA and had to delete the album.
Some of the noises we could hear in our heads involved bits and pieces of other.
It's like 19.
Die wir im Kopf hatten, stammten von anderen Platten. Also nahmen wir diese und spielten sie auf unsere eigene ein.
Yeah, so when samples came along in like late 80s, mid 80s.
Wir dachten nicht, dass es Schwierigkeiten geben würde. Das kam alles erst später.
So he didn't think about getting into trouble. He was just making the music as it came along. And this is their instructional video of how to recreate the album. So one other thing, if you like Lord of the Rings, and a lot of people do, when this guy who's sitting here with a record, Jimmy Corti, when he was 17, he was commissioned to draw a giant poster of a book. This is before films. Giant poster for the based on the books, and it got sold in like poster shops. Like if you're in America, think like I guess Hot Pockets or whatever, the kind of shops that would sell movie posters and just kind of cool things to put on the wall for kids. He did this, which is was kind of one of the biggest selling posters they ever had. So he's famous. This poster was famous as well, with a big eye of Sauron up there as well. So Jimmy Cordy was already famous for doing this kind of stuff, and then he later on went on to do this KLF and music as well. But he's still a great artist.
Plötzlich kamen Briefe und Anrufe von den hiesigen Managern der Gruppe ABBA und von der englischen GEMA mit allen möglichen Drohungen, dass wir sowas nicht machen dürften und dass wir böse Jungs wären. Wir sollten unsere Platte zurückziehen und alle Kopien vernichten. Es sah aus, als ob wir eine große Geldstrafe zahlen müssten.
I was only vaguely aware of this, what was going on here at the time. But in retrospect, looking back, I discovered so much amazing things like this.
Shit, I can't hear anything. What's the matter with it?
So this is what they released called the edits version.
Nein, das ist alles okay. Es muss so sein. Hinten kannst du lesen, was du wie in den Pausen einspielen musst. Hier etwas von Fred Wesley and the JBs. Damn right, I am somebody. Da etwas von Sex Pistols, Never Mind the Bollocks. You can rock to that one. Und dort
This is
ein wenig Dave Brubeck's
the shopkeeper is Bill Drummond, Scottish, other member of the KLF.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
Not bad, German.
Went to court.
Unser Fall kam zur Verhandlung. Wir wurden zu einem Bußgeld verurteilt und man sagte uns,
Yeah.
dass wir die gleiche Platte veröffentlichen könnten, ohne die
And
umstrittene
the 1987 album is
Dann produzierten wir eine geschnittene Version
got lots
unserer
of good,
LP mit
weird,
den
crazy
ganzen
stuff on.
Leerstellen und der Anleitung, wie man die Platte in der ursprünglichen Version abmischen kann, ganz bequem in den eigenen vier Wänden. Aber nur so als Parodie. Wir dachten nicht ernsthaft daran, dass es jemand versuchen würde.
Expecting anybody to really try and put it all back together again.
They'll do a lot of things like just for the sake of it being daft and silly.
Discs, TV set, video machine, cassette loaded with cassettes.
Which I really appreciate. Like, as I said, one thing they did was burn £1 million as well, which is kind of the ultimate version of that. It's kind of an insight how they made Chill Out album as well. Just lots of equipment all stacked up together, mixing in lots of samples. So yeah, so after ABBA sued them and they had to delete that album, the next album they released, they had this on it, which was they took a load of albums to Sweden and burned them in a field because ABBA, they couldn't get in touch with ABBA, so they just ceremoniously burned them and used this as the like the back cover art for the next album. Yeah, they were constantly like seeing the world as being a crazy world and responding accordingly. That's how it felt. I mean, yeah, ABBA was like not just you can't sell the album, but you have to destroy all copies of it. You have to. That's the legal ruling. They were like malicious compliance. Oh, here's the 51. Here's a 50. See if we can get a good junction again. This is Osterball. I know roads can pop up again. Let's start with this bit of 50. Here's Osterball. Kind of cut across the seems a good place. Can't remember which direction I went to get here though. I think I followed the bike, so I came from this side. I came from this direction. I definitely had a bike behind me for a while. And I was in a tunnel, which is this thing here. There we go, a nice little distraction, and we just zoom straight into where we need to be. A little bend just before the corner. How far in the tunnel are we? Luckily, we don't have to get 5,000 points. Because who knows how long. I'll go here. I think it is a bit further though. That's probably good enough. Yeah, this is when burning discs, burning CDs was still in its infancy. I thought I saw something in the middle of a tunnel, but might have just been the Google flashing by. Oh, it was. Little emergency phone box or fire extinguisher. Yeah. One away. I went back. Okay. It's nice to get all of the 4 999s out of the way when it's not necessary. Bus stop here, bus stop there. Is that an actual, is that horse drawn? Yeah, for a moment I wondered if it was a properly like steam powered car or something. Just a little buggy for horses, I guess. This looks like something the A-Team would hole up in. Get the A-Team in here for like 20 minutes and burst out of these doors in some kind of armored vehicle. maybe this. Yeah, you could get some kind of vehicle built out of all these parts. Yeah. Nice collection. This has all been chopped down, probably sent around for some Christmas trees maybe. Or maybe just taken out as wood. I might have seen a little marker here, which could be useful. F25? I don't think it said E. Could be E25 though. It probably isn't E. I don't know if there are any F roads in Norway. It doesn't have the E, but it's it would fit this kind of landscape. We've got the knockoff Gothenburg. Yo, legends, welcome. It's great to have you here. Like for you, it's some like midnight cereal. That's beautiful. Did we just switch? I didn't pay attention for a moment, and now I'm in the Colorado Icescapes. What happened here? Like a Back to the Future car leaving trails in the sky. That was a moment. You arrive just as we enter winter. So that's beautiful. So all of these have faded away. I guess this was earlier though, because they're all taller. Look how they've grown. What year was this? Probably like 2016 or something. 2019. I know, sometimes Google lies. You stayed out playing some sweaty card. Oh yeah, I mean, I saw you for win as well yesterday. You're getting a nice group dynamic going with the underdogs, clan teams. I've seen rivers like this in Colorado, just small rocks all over, and then great big snow-capped mountains around. It's definitely different. I haven't played Warzone either, and I'm a console controller player. I can't go back to first-person shooters with keyboard and mouse. I did some like third-person. Used to play Dota 2 a bit, and that was kind of a struggle for me to get back to using a mouse. But I don't think I could. I think I could get into using mouse, even though playing against other people who are using the keyboard and mouse is not not too much fun either. So I'm probably not going to be getting into Warzone. But yeah, Warzone as a thing seems like an excellent way to get into the kind of feel of the game. I do like Modern Warfare 2, like the style of Call of Duty was kind of good, but it wasn't a long-term thing I could play. But yeah, it's good fun watching you, and like when Playground, whatever it's called, a Player Unknown. It's PUBG is kind of faded so far into the distant memory now. I could hardly remember what the proper acronym stands for. like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. I think that's it. Yeah, when that started coming out, it was great fun to watch people play it. But I would see them like looking at a tiny pixel in the distance and just getting headshots. Yeah, it's one of the big early growing battle royale games. It was kind of based off a mod to another game, which then kind of got released in its own right as PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and then they were running on like they were trying to get it up and released on consoles, and Fortnite, made by Epic. Yeah, Battlegrounds is that. Yeah, when Fortnite was already a game, but it didn't have a battle royale mode, and Epic kind of introduced the battle royale into Fortnite and released it on the Xbox for free, and like months before PUBG finally got there. And so by the time PUBG got to the Xbox, it was kind of too late, and Fortnite took off its own thing as well. So the whole genre is kind of like a fresh kind of a fresh way to play, because you keep getting to restart all the time. Even more so than multiplayer Call of Duty, which you could respawn really quickly in. So I think I should type this name down so I don't forget it. Yeah, and Apex as well with the team aspects and the different roles and characters you can play in Apex in good as well. So Engun set. I'm only half sure that this is the correct road. Could be the E25, not just the 25. I don't know if that is an E25. At this point though, to get a gold medal, I only need to get 22,500. But this is the final. No attachments in card. Oh, the color coding thing. Yeah, I think I was mostly into Halo for the console shooters. Here we see the actual. I was so busy thinking, is that an E or is that an F? I mistook the 25 for a 26. Also, it's white 26, not the green one. It's helpful that they do have color-coded roads in on these maps as well. So I know what you mean, Legend. Especially for ammo. yeah, like the Halo kind of gameplay of map control, and a little like Quake as well. There's so much to take in. You can't really can't be expected to notice right away. Or maybe it is the same. It's just green for no particular reason. It's 26. Okay. I did get up here early on, and then ignored it. So he's 26 north. As far as should be along here somewhere. Oh, this is the part of our name. Road. Just up here. Road leads off. Then GeoGuessr. Say. Oh wait, I'm upside down. I still should be right. I was blanking over Elversdagen there. Is that the same? Because this looks like it was hitting the water up here. Yes. So I'm gonna assume that's the case. Yeah, Halo was really great for like constantly moving around. When I played Call of Duty, you'd have like routes you would go around and follow, but there weren't things to pick up like weapons. So in Halo, weapons would respawn, the power weapons would respawn like certain times. So every 3 minutes there'd be a sniper rifle spawning at the location, or rocket launcher. So you'd be like somewhere having a fight, and then you'd know that you had to make your way over to where the sniper was going to respawn. But in Call of Duty, you've got all your weapons with you, so you were just endlessly just running laps around until you saw someone or someone to fight. I'm especially a fan of the sticky grenades in Halo, and just kind of a tactical use of the grenades as well, because you would get so many of them. I think this is where we're coming back to. mark here. We'll get like a... We lose another 100 points. I can... A big clue will be the roads leading off to the right, so there's only a couple of small ones. Like this one. A bus stop here. I guess it has to be this one. Very little exit here, and a bridge here, and an exit here. We're just a bus stop marks. That's good enough for me. Normally it's pretty good for having bus stops on the map. So we get the summary here. We confirm my gold medal. Now Norway has some points. Not quite some rabbit ears, but okay. Got progressively closer. Oh, thank you. Preview. Again, we like. God bless the Gulf Stream for making, sending all of this heat up across the Atlantic and giving us nice warm weather instead of being like Northern Ontario. all this ice, there's barren Iceland here. So if the Gulf Stream ever stops and gets interrupted, the heat will disappear and Northern Europe will get a great big ice blast again, and Scandinavia might become even more iced up and cold as well. These are things to look out for in the future. The Gulf Stream is, you can't just kickstart it. You can't. It's just a phenomenon. It's like an endless cycle that goes on and on. So if you interrupt it, you're in trouble. Like pretty much all the hurricanes. Hopefully not volcanoes. Like hurricane things will happen here, and then like a week or so later, we'll get like a big strong storm over in the UK, Northern Europe, as it makes its way kind of across like that. There's all kind of like seasonal things and patterns that can take years to kind of run through their whole loop. Same thing with like sunspots as well. Yo, Legend, thank you again. I actually might draw the stream to a close here. We've had a great little successful trip to Norway. Thanks for hanging out as well and enjoying the chat. It's always great to have you here. Yeah, Legend. I'm giving you lots of people to check out on Street View. Anyone else here is from anyone else that came in with Mojo Rising Jam earlier as well. Sandy or Legend Music to stream her wonderful song, amazing covers, and also a gaming streamer now as well. You're a proper variety streamer. I don't know if you have actually streamed it. Streamed yourself playing Warzone, or were you just playing with the others? I think you might have. But it's something you can do in the future. I'm gonna take our team over. I mean, do you fancy some Warzone since we've been talking about it? We go and see Devon, the electrician. Fellow underdog here. Ah, yes, of course. We but yeah, if you ever do yeah, no problems, Street View, and yeah, there's plenty of like associated artists. If you want to treat me like a Google algorithm of like suggested upper artists, and doing chat more in the future. Thank you again, and yeah, Blade Runner, if you're still out there looking as well. Have a great night as well, all of you. My stream team is the underdogs, you can see here. And you'll see me around music streamers, GeoGuessr streamers, underdog streamers. A couple of raid calls as well. Yeah, have a great night, everybody. And another good week ahead, hopefully. Thanks for coming by. Go see Devon.